Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do my first impression slash disassembly of the Spyderco Techno 2. And I believe this is the Techno 2 because it has a green accents instead of blue. And I don't know, what else did they change? The blade shape a little bit or something? And I've had this for like a week, but I honestly have only touched it twice, so I can safely do the first impression. CTS XHP, Taichung, Taiwan. This is a Sleesh design, or Swish, Marcin Sleesh, the father of the Sleesh Buoy and the Spidey Chef, which both are huge hits. This one, not so much, I'd say. I think people buy it because it has his name on it. Oh, he also did the sway back, right? I will say the action on the clothes is interesting. So this is obviously on washers, and when you push it, it drops, man. It's not that drop shutty after, but mainly because they did a good job with the lock bar, I think, and the pivot. I don't know. Interesting. Dead nuts on the centering. We had two slabs of bead blasted or stonewashed and bead blasted titanium. You have this kind of mirrored stonewash on the blade that he's popular for. Great edge. It was put on there by the owner. This knife comes to me by way of Joe from Delco. Good dude. He loaned me a few knives to check out, and this was one of them. So this is obviously built like the other Sleesh designs. Titanium frame lock with no insert, I believe. We'll check that. Yeah, and wire clip. Pretty plain on the scales, usually using that mirrored stonewash, at least the older ones, and then not using bearings because he's old. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why. I guess because it's a work knife, kitchen knife, not kitchen knife. I think it's meant to be used. Kitchen knife. What the fuck is wrong with me? I think it's just meant to be used, and it's also a Spyderco, and they do weird things. So there's that. I would have put this on bearings. It actually is a kind of interesting comparison to a knife I have in right now. The Hinder half track. It's even smaller than the half track. But handle-wise, it's pretty similar. Blade length, pretty similar. Both are supposed to be like tiny little tanks, right? I mean, for comparison, here's the Baby Banter. Also a little knife, but not really tankish. Okay. You can see there, it's considerably thinner. Well, it's a bit thinner anyway. Especially in hand, it feels a lot thinner than both of these. Yeah, it's considerably thinner. It's just hard to tell. Interesting comparison, actually, now that I look at it, these three. Maybe more so these two, right? In terms of blade length and everything. Now, in terms of ergos, the half track has the Techno 2 just killed. In terms of blade shape and everything, I think it also has it killed. Can't believe I'm going to say this, but I would rather have the half track with this epic detent over that Techno 2. I really do like this knife. I don't know. I don't understand why anybody needs a tank of a knife with like a 2.5-inch blade. It just doesn't add up to me. And this may be a 3-inch blade. Let me just check. Yeah, it's more like a 3-inch blade. Now, of course, the cutting edge is going to be like 2.5, but I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to pull that out because it's what I do. Interesting here as well. Ergos on this, way better. This thing just is weird, man. Tiny little, it's almost like a tiny little turd in your hand. I know that's rude, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get into the guy, right? I'm not going to cut anything. Dude, I can tell it's got like a mirrored edge on it. Sharp as shit. I don't want to prove my shitty cutting skills any further. Alright, that was interesting. That was in there. I don't know if he Loctited it or if he's just never taken it apart. I don't know. We'll see. Spyderco is weird sometimes, man. They like straight up use 2 screws and a pivot in the middle. I really hate that. Alright, wait. They're the same? The pivot screw and that body screw are identical. I'm betting that clip screw is too. Does that reversible clip? I didn't even notice that, to be honest. That's cool. Yeah, all 3 screws are the same. That's cool. I like that. Don't cut yourself, Kev. Standoffs are coming off, so we got that part. Now we just need to get the pivot area off. Oh, got a little wiggle. Alright, I'm gonna be smart. I don't know if smart. I don't know if that's the right word. Oh, wait. Trying to get the right spot. Oh, yeah, that's a good spot. Can I get under the scale? There it is. There she is. Oh, what? Now you don't want to come. There we go. Okay. Cool. So, I actually saw on, was it Skiff's website or Gillian's? Shit, I don't want to be wrong. I think it's Skiff's that they now sell phosphor bronze washers. Like thicker ones or something. I don't know what the point is. But that's pretty cool. Anything Skiff's is cool. Come on, baby. What is going on here? There we go. All right, so we have a washer here. Not much difference on either side, right? Really dirty. So, where's my cloths? Oh, it's right here. Idiot. Nice BB cloth. Clean that up. I would take some alcohol, but I don't think I need it here. Look at that, just a flat blade, and those washers have really worn in the path. I mean, that's why it drops like that. Very, very nice. I mean, they know what they're doing in Taichung, Taiwan, you know. This knife is like 230 bucks, I think. So, oh, it does have a regular pivot, it looks like. Unless that screw comes out too. Probably does, but I'm not gonna worry about it. It's cool. There's your toxic green standoffs, I think they call them. Right here. Take a look. Very simple construction. You can see they, is that a steel washer or is that just, no, it goes right into the titanium, it looks like. It's just worn a steel path in. I don't know. I don't see, I mean, unless they perfectly flush fit that steel in there. I mean, it's possible, but I think that's titanium. Interesting. Here's your lock face and everything. Very, very simple build. Very, very simple. They have this, I always wonder why they have 2. Like, do I put one up here? Like, why do you have 2 stop pin slots? You know, it happens all the time on knives. Hey, look at that. There's another one right here. Like, you could put 3 stop pins in this thing. I don't get it. Is it for manufacturing? Shit, which one was it? It was this one, right? Yeah, that one makes the most sense. Alright, let's put it back together. A little bit of schnizzle frizzle. A little more of it. Let's put the stop pin over here. Make sure it's seated properly. Let the games begin. Of course, guys, KPL, knifepivotlube.com is the place to be. Use code LEFTY10 for 10% off your order. I also get a little kickback off of that, which I use for the channel, obviously. Oh, look at that. D-shaped pivot. Nice. I like it. Is there a D-shaped cutout on this side? I don't see one, do you? Huh. Weird. Hopefully I'm not missing it. I don't know. Usually they're face down like that, so it should be good. Pivot is all the way through. Spin you up. Ho, ho, ho. It's not Christmas yet, Kev. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Pocket tank, check. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. And pop. Alright. So this should be fairly easy considering. I will say, Spydercos are pretty good when it comes to not needing Loctite. I'll tighten the rest of it later. Are any of these longer than the other? No, they're all the same. That is so interesting. Very easy to field strip, I guess. Is that the point? I don't know. I'm not going to move the clip, because if I carry this, it's going to be back left pocket. I will carry it, but it'll be a back left pocket. It's not going to be... one thing I don't like about this knife is there's no finger choil, you know? You're just stuck with this tiny little blade and no choils. Uh-oh. Action's good. Yeah, it's pretty much where it was. Probably just need to... Well, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't mess with it. Just let it break in again. That was pretty tight. There we go. Look at that. Centering. Centering? Centering? Yeah. Yeah. It looks off to me, but certain angles it looks right. What happens if I crank it back down? No. I don't know. That's weird. Hey, there we are. Wow, that action got better. Just loosening and tightening. I mean, there is no play in there. I mean, I didn't mess with anything, so centering must be the way it was. And I'm guessing it was... I mean, the tip looks... It's always deceiving from what angle you're at, right? Like right there, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it's very smooth. Oh, did I not tighten these? Oh, I did. Oh, that's weird. It's hard to get to. Huh. That centering is going to bother me, man. What happens when I unscrew? Okay, it goes over there. Then when I tighten... It's still over there. It's starting to come over. There we go. That's dead center now. So maybe... Oh. But now it's stuck. Okay, hang on. Now it's still close. Yeah. It must have just been how it was. I don't really know. I couldn't have made a difference. You know what I mean? Centered. And now it's super tight. Centered. Hey! There we go. That's close enough. Joe, you tell me, man. If you don't like it the way it is, I will keep messing with it till it's absolutely the way you want. It is a rock. It drops. And it's just going to break in more and more, you know, now that it's been taken apart and put back together. So, perfect. I love this little knife, even though I hate it. It's one of those, you know, just a cool little tank of a knife. But what I don't like is the deployment. So, as a lefty, thumb flick is really hard. I mean, you got to give it wrist, essentially. The detent is just, it's Spyderco, man. They suck. Just always weak. There's always some tightness in the pivot, like, it seems like, with their frame locks. Right-handed thumb flick is the best operation, I think. The lefty flick sucks because you're kind of, I don't know, it's just a weird angle, and you got to really bang it to get it out, and then you just have a little chode knife in your hand. It's a cool knife. I get why people like it. I also get why it's not the most popular knife either. So, yeah, cool little guy. Techno 2 from Spyderco and Marcin Sleesh. There you go, guys. Thank you, Joe, for letting me take a look at this. I'll hit up a full review. All right, I ran out of storage, of course. So anyway, just want to say thanks to Joe. Appreciate you loaning this knife to me. I'll hit you guys with the full review. I love you all. I appreciate you listening to me rant and rave as usual. I hope you have a fantastic day, because I am, and I will catch you later.